My name is Jeremy Beard. I'm the project coordinator for the Idea Lab here at Red Rocks Community College. Working with FATU and Agile International has been amazing. Agile has brought us a real-world project to design a solar-powered water well and irrigation system for women farmers in Mali, West Africa. And this project has allowed our students to be able to apply some of the math, the sciences, and the design aspects that they're learning here at the community college. And rather than listening to me talk about our experiences here at Red Rocks Community College and with Agile International, I prefer that you listen to them. So here are a couple students that are going to explain their experience and kind of their comments and how they feel about this project. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lundy Wire. I am a student at Red Rocks. I'm studying to get into mechanical engineering at Mines, and I came here because of the stuff that they have going on here.
Hi, my name is Forrest Haverman, and I'm a student at Red Rocks Community College studying mechanical engineering, planning on transferring over to Colorado School of Mines.
Hi, my name is Shelby Ryan. I am a student at Red Rocks Community College, and currently I'm studying mechanical engineering with intent to transfer to School of Mines or CU Boulder.
So I got involved with Agile as soon as I started coming to the Idea Lab. I heard about it, heard them talking about building the well, what they would have to do, making the script, and so I got a little bit interested into it, and I started asking about it more, and they said, hey, we're willing to have anyone join. We're happy to have people to help make this project become a reality for the people of Mali, West Africa.
I came in during the summer as in one of the final stages of the development of the project, and we were doing the pitch where we were going to build a video to actually use to pitch, to collect money to actually design this and build it and provide it to the people in West Mali, Africa.
So our system is basically a solar-powered well irrigation system that would take water from an in-ground well powered by the sun, solar power, and it would disperse that water over large crop fields, allowing all the plants to be watered equally, and so the women farmers wouldn't have to water each plant individually, and they would get a more consistent amount of water. So there would be minimal water waste, and because of this, more crops would be grown, they'd be healthier, and it would bring in more income to the families of the women. And because girls are taken out of school in order to help on the farms, if they don't have to spend as much time out there watering the crops, then they can use that time to go back into school and learn more about their community and how to get involved in government so that they can eventually get more rights in their country.
I was hoping to bring some of my design skills and 3D modeling aspects to the project, but I also ended up learning a lot about presentation, creating documents, professional documents to be sent in for NSF challenge, and many things like that. I wish I could have applied more of my skills that I have to the project, but I ended up learning a lot more from just working with a group to design these technical documents.
I first decided when I first got into college, I just was going to do anything, but then I learned about engineering, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do from there. Mechanical engineering was kind of what I wanted to do, but when I came here, like, it kind of helped me focus it more into helping like people. Like, I knew I wanted to work with my hands. I grew up as a farmer, but like, I like the idea of like helping people.
My favorite part about Agile is working with the team, the people. Meeting Fatou Doumbia, she's a lovely woman, and she's making a big impact in whatever she does. And I think just working with the other team members, you get to see their different perspectives, why they want to help in this project, and you get to see a whole range of ideas put into something to help others.
My name is Elizabeth Griffith. I am a biochemistry major and I am hoping to transfer to CSU next fall.
My name's Matt Dobson. I'm studying mechanical engineering with an emphasis in sustainable and humanitarian design. I've been a Red Rock student for 2.5 years, and I'm transferring to School of Mines next semester.
My name is Thomas Dice. I'm going to school for electrical engineering, and I'm planning to transfer to School of Mines next fall.
Hello, my name is Augustin Aguilera. I'm currently pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering in hopes to transfer to the Colorado School of Mines. I'm not exactly sure what I want to specifically do, but I know it's in the realm of creating and innovating.
I really enjoyed the Agile project because of the people who were working on it and the goals they wanted to obtain through the project, especially FATU's goals. But I loved that FATU was collaborating with just community college students just to do this project and help out the women in West Mali. It really spoke to my heart. That's mostly the reason why I loved working with the project. I also loved the team members that were on the Agile International project. They all had their special skills that came into play when we were doing our meetings, and it was just a lot of fun times.
My favorite part of working with Agile International and this project team in general is seeing all of the different individuals, their backgrounds, their unique perspectives come together in one cohesive sense in the pursuit of solving a problem.
When I first got involved with Agile, I was actually recruited by Matt Dobson, who gave a talk at Engineering Club. I was interested in the idea of helping people and stuff like that, so I actually joined the original National Science Foundation team. And I kind of came in with some ideas about agricultural side of things and more of the organic materials side, and so they kind of recruited me for that.
When I was working with Agile, I was able to really explore my interest in creating. I was able to do a little bit of work in designing the logo for Project Uplift, as well as a few of the promotional materials associated with the project. It really helped me realize that designing was something I really wanted to do. Being able to design something, with the cause was just made it that much better.
So one thing that interests me about Agile International is how big or how much potential they have to grow. Currently, Agile has one farm in Mali, West Africa, that they allow women farmers to grow food during the rainy season to sell, which allows them to send their daughters to school so they can learn more and then eventually work their way into the kind of government system and politics and stuff like that. So they're able to receive more rights and move up in society. The Agile opportunity that they present to these people is pretty huge. They give people the opportunity to go to school, and by doing so, they hope to help as many people as possible. And you always have to start somewhere, and once we have a farm set up, we can very easily expand it in other scenarios. Most scenarios are going to require water, soil, and possibly some animals. So it's very easy to expand this operation to anywhere in the world.
Working with all these people who are truly, genuinely compassionate, I feel like a little bit of their compassion is kind of rubbed off on me. And now I definitely can see that we do have an obligation to help those who need help.
So the importance of a design like this is that if implemented correctly and implemented responsibly, it has the potential to scale elsewhere. It can be modularly interchanged. It could be scalable in terms of budget constraints or size constraints.
The biggest thing is understanding our client, understanding who's going to be using the machines, who is going to be putting the labor in to actually get the water out of the ground and distribute it on the plants. So it was lots of talking with Fatu and talking with her foundation in Mali, understanding, can a woman lift up this much soil from our compost heap, or do we have to find a machine or a device that can help them with it or assist them? So some things that we could do over here with some machinery or equipment, they might be doing by hand over there. So understanding the work that the client is willing to put into it, as well as optimizing technology and human power to provide them with the proper amount of water, soil, composting, everything that they might need. We've also developed a kind of overhead map of just the rough design. So like learning how much beans can you plant in a certain acre of land, or how much goats can stay in this size of a plot of land, something like that. We've done a lot of research on figuring out those exact numbers.
So working on the NSF project was, we were all kind of stressed, but I think the fact that you had really cool people to work with and you had like great mentor like Jeremy to work with really helped. It made it so that we could, we were always doing work on the project, but it didn't always feel like work because we had a really good dynamic where we could joke around and stuff like that.
So the number one largest takeaway from a project like this is being able to engage with the community. You could design something that is what you envision as the perfect solution to a problem, but unless you engage directly or integrate it directly with the community, it could be seen as a nuisance or worse. You want to be able to solve their problem how they see fit. So being able to engage with the community is first and foremost one of the most valuable lessons from a project, a real world project like this.
We definitely had a couple of late nights that we spent probably 4 or 5 hours straight working on the project, but it was a lot of fun writing all our documents and then reading them the next day and being like, man, we were really tired at that point. But it was a lot of fun.
The benefits of working with Fatu, I think, would be to experience interacting closely with people from a different culture and having a better understanding of how that works. And it really allows you to work on your communication skills because English isn't her first language. So you really need to be very direct in what you're saying and be very concise with whatever questions you have to ask.
My favorite part of working with Agile and this team in general is the different backgrounds and different ideas that people brought to the table, different unique perspectives, and being able to integrate all of those together.
Yeah. When designing the logo, working with the team full of engineers, obviously we're very analytical and we take in all things into consideration in designing our final product. But when displaying our final product to, people who weren't behind the scenes seeing all the calculations and the analysis that went into it, it's hard to see, really why we're doing any of it. So when creating the logo, I was trying to capture, obviously we are innovating a solution to a very extreme problem, but also it's very simple. We are just trying to help somebody out. Without all the calculus and the physics, and regardless of all that, it's really just people helping people. So I try to capture a little bit of the compassion in the logo, as well as the purpose behind what we're doing. We are trying to sustain life. That's why the plant and the dirt, but then the hands, to really just show people helping people.
Fatu is an incredibly inspiring individual. Being able to work with her directly and having her attend our meetings and work with the design process as well, being able to communicate with her correspondence in Agile International has given us a unique experience and insight into not only the organization, but also the organization's problems and what they seek to solve. So that's an opportunity that is unlike anything that I've ever experienced before, and being able to have that exchange is a valuable component to not only seeing the design through and coming up with a design that is human-centered focused and aiming at solving a particular problem for them, but also a rewarding learning and rewarding learning experience for the students as well in terms of relating this to how we will experience industry and the changing industry. It's about meeting a client's particular needs.
Well, I think that the project helped shape me just because I had never worked on something that really made an impact before. And it gave me a bit of perspective, showing that what I do here can help someone else.
My favorite part of working on the Agile project would have to be the real world experience. The fact that we're actually doing something to help in the real world. It's not like some school project where if you don't get it done, it doesn't really make it, like, it doesn't matter. Doing this actually makes a difference to people's lives.
The Agile project allowed me to evolve my technical writing skills significantly. Working with deadlines and producing papers and presentations for the NSF Challenge was initially a lot of work, but with a good team, you're able to spread the load out, and each of us wrote our own specific sections that we were best at, and I learned a lot about technical writing and presentation design.
Fatu is just an amazing lady. One day she came here and cooked us all food. I don't even know how many of us there were, but it was amazing. Some of the best food I've ever had, actually. She's a really nice, genuine person who is insane because she's so busy and she works with all these different people, yet somehow you feel a personal connection with her at the same time, which is pretty amazing.
I think the best thing for me working with the Agile team was the experience of working in that team and the feeling you get when you help people. Even though you don't see them in front of you and they get to thank you, or you thank them for being able to work on an amazing project like this, you get the benefit of helping people.
I know a lot about how to build stuff, but I've never learned how to actually sell an idea, or even work with a team. Like the people that work in this ideas lab, like they all work really well together. And if you're not good at working with teams, and this place helps hone those skills of teamwork, like it's a really amazing place.
So one of my short-term goals is to basically fundraise the money to get the test well built for the people in Mali, and so we can actually perfect the well design and possibly in the long term implement it in more small towns around Africa or in other places that need it.
My favorite part of the Agile International project was initially working with a small group of peers that were interested in a common thing. So working with the original group, I got very close to a lot of the members. Unfortunately, 2 of them have transferred. Well, it's very happy for them, but they've transferred to other universities. But it was a lot of fun working with a group that was all focused on one thing, and they were all highly motivated.
Fatu is she's an amazing woman. Like the stuff that she's done and the commitment she has to this project is amazing, and I don't think it's something that you see very often in the world. Somebody who's that committed to a project and who's willing to just like push it forward.